here, the teams are going to look to find those safe locations inside the circle and see if they can actually stick around for a while, because as we say, getting to the center is going to allow you to rotate in every single direction a lot faster. Not faster than the teams that are already going to be in there, obviously, but faster than the teams that are still going to come in, and you can go towards the edge of the next circle and gatekeep the teams from coming in. Those are just going to be kills that you can get quite easily. But on the other side, let's look at this. TUF up against RNG.
Yeah, TUF is out there, like at the outer edge of the circle. Edgar is also on the other side of the hospital area, and RNG is on the back end of Georgopol for now. So we'll have to see what happens out with the players out there. PS Nocto and Vegeta still surviving out in the C buildings, obviously looting out their area. So the initial fights just happened in Pochinki, and other than that, all the other areas are fairly good, fairly normal, without any sort of fight. Something fine on their Milta drop. They are looting each and every corner of Milta for themselves, for their betterment, for their better loot, if anything, if it goes like that. And we'll see from here where they are gonna go for the rotations, because so far they are like fairly close to the circle, not really far. So we'll see how it just changes everything for the teams, for the players, and all those things. Flicker, Moto7Z, all these players from Fime side, and Khan as well. Just now they are trying to either gatekeep the bridge-ish area. I mean, not the proper bridge area, but still they are at this area from where they can clearly see the bridge location. If they want to gatekeep the military bridge location, the Novo bridge location or anything. And on your screens is now NES, North Esports. They start their rush from school and apartment split drop, and the players are still on the loot right now. FDF on the shooting range area, just going for the loot right now. Wasim Charlie, you can see out in these areas. So this kind of feels like a training ground in itself.
Yeah, it is sort of a training ground, but another team is going to be on our screens. It's going to be the squad of Aqua, who are rotating in from the Gatka situation. And since the circle is centered around Rozhok and school sort of situation, they will look to move in towards either of those two places to see if they can actually get a safe compound in there. And TUF and RNG present in the Georgopol city, I think they will have an easy rotation. I think the team who wins will have an easy rotation.
That's totally true. The team that will be winning out, they will be having easy rotations. HAFD moving into the ruins area for themselves. We'll have to see how it just changes everything for the players, for the teams, and themselves for now. But so far, it's like so good. See, ruins area, it's always a barren land, if anything, and players, I mean, not doing much of a fight right now, not engaging much in the fights right now, which seems like a really, really good thing. RNG also in the Georgopol area, right next to TUF, but no fights are happening. It seems like a good thing. It's like that calm before the storm scenario.
Yeah, it is a calm before the storm, but I think RNG, as they get into these vehicles, they will look to move in deeper into the circle. But on the other side, another interesting thing that you will notice when the mini-map is up, it's going to be the sort of wide split that has happened by the players from the side of VFX Oxy. So one player in Stalber, one in Kameshki, one player, Teen Wolf, almost went towards, like he was in Lipovka, and then it was just one guy in the middle of Kameshki and Lipovka. But now the players are going to group up, and now they are going to start moving together in towards the Stalber situation where Reaper is already holding his ground. But look at this. 2x still in Primorsk. They will be taking damage. This is the chip damage from the circle. Portal Esports, they are going to close. They are going to make their way in towards the circle as well, but the players on the military island will be taking a lot of chip damage, including the players from the side of Envy.
Exactly, like the damage stats will not be that good with those players. Obviously, that's going to be like one of the things that is going to happen out there in all those scenarios. But look at this, F2D's Mafia still out in the compound, and he is surrounded by the players out there, the players that are moving in, just wanting to have this one kill. Aqua's players just moving in, takes him down, and easy finish, and easy kill coming to Aqua Fatty out there.
Yeah, quite an unlucky situation, being isolated from your entire team. It's going to result in the player being caught off guard. But on the other side, F2D Tala, they catch out the players from the side of RNG. And while they were trying to rotate in, the knock on Fahad is going to come in. And I think if the finish is going to be there, as well as this is going to be a 3 versus 3 situation if RNG decide to stop and fight. which I think they are pretty late to already, as Fahad is knocked out quite in the open in a really bad situation. You can see far off in the distance, Aladdin is trying to make his way on towards this higher ground instead of the valley down below.
Look at this, look at this.
From
Yes.
the distance, Hamzo with that mini 14 is going to get a knock on one of the players.
Easy knock coming in. The second player has also been spotted out there, but then they will be knocking. The finishing is coming out there. After these two players have been taken down, RNG, are they going to go for the confirmation? Yes, they are moving in. They want to move in. Their one player was taken down. They want to wipe they eliminate the whole of the squad, if anything. And look at this. No time needs to be wasted out there. The movement needs to be as quick as they want to, as quick as they can. The players are shooting in on themselves. That is going to take them to a rightward rotation, and the cover fire was coming in from one of the players, but this is just going to lead RNG. I mean, it's their loss right now. No doubt Mafia was taken down on the other side. Fime Khan has also been taken down. Fime Flicker as well, as HFD is going in for a fight right now, and the fights are happening out somewhere. And look at this. But Saab can take the Modu with this grenade. One grenade can actually take down the players out there. Modu has taken a lot of damage right now, and HFD moving in forward. Modu, can he survive for his team? Can he save his team from the catastrophe as the players of Fime have been taken down? Two players is going down. A grenade kill is coming in. Fime Modu has also been taken down. One player surviving from Fime. 7Z. How far can he survive is going to be a big question, as Fime is losing its players.
Yeah, one after the other, all of the players were killed off. And now 7Z, he's going to be forced to just run away from this entire situation.
I picked up Fime, and why is there a caster's curse with me? I don't know.
Okay, just, you're a bad analyst.
Thank you. Thank you, I love you too, bro. Alright, so second airdrop has the AWM. You can see the 8x scope. So this is going to be a really good one. And PES Khan is right on the other side of this airdrop. So Portal Esports. Alright, should I pick Portal Esports now?
Yeah, I think you should just stop picking teams in itself entirely. I think you should avoid picking teams now.
Alright, let's not play this game anymore. It's no fun now. It's actually turning into a depressing game for me right now for some reason. Alright, 47 is out there. He has taken some of the damage out there. FTF Charlie is still trying to spot the players out on his area. Umar can spot the players. This is an interesting thing. See, you can spot the players, and do you know, actually, the player spotting, it comes in from the fact that you can either hear footsteps if the players are close, and either you can use, obviously, you can use the scopes and all. But actually, research, actually, PUBG's research actually just came out that ping does not matter
in spotting out players.
No. In the fact that sometimes people say now that the player with a lower ping has a good advantage.
It is called Peeker's advantage.
It's called Peeker's advantage, yeah. But then there was an article I was reading, and it actually showed that ping actually does not matter as much as your gun skills matter sometimes.
Yeah, you can deal with Peeker's advantage if you are good at predicting people, if you're good at reading people, and you know. I know some people with enough experience, like Grad, one of those guys who has so much experience playing shooting games that he can predict exactly where the person is going to pop out from, and he already has his gun ready over there. But on the other side, it does take a lot of skills to get over in those situations and to reach at that level.
Exactly, that just comes out there. But look at this. Look at this. The circle is on the Rozok and shooting range island side. So it's 50% on this area, 50% on that area. So we'll have to see where it just takes the circle marks its shift right now. So as of now, the players are stuck in the side of Rozok and or the other side of the island, and they are just trying to spot the players. Take them out. 2x still taking up a fight with the blue zone, if anything. And Aqua, they've had one kill. Aqua still playing with the 3 players. Obviously, the 3 players are wreaking havoc, if anything. But then they need to secure a good place in top 16, and they are just trying to work for it and go for it if they can. Aqua Hamza still trying to spot the players out there. H2E with all the 4 players surviving on the downside of this race of the house area, this squad house-ish area. They are on that side. We'll have to see if the players, just go up with the fights, because as of now, even with the 13 minutes and 30 seconds mark, Diffuse was the closest team, and once again, Fime and Diffuse were the 2 closest teams that have just one player left in them. Otherwise, no squad has been eliminated right now.
Yeah, no squad has been eliminated. Still one single lad surviving from a few of the teams, but 54 players in there, so a lot of players have gone down already. But 13-minute marks, still pretty early to call out anything and see if anything is going to come in. But this player, Arcadian's Ash, he has Two ex-officials coming in his direction. The bike is going to be spotted, but the shots from the DP are not fired yet. And he's being careful, but now they are out in the open. And now I think he's going to start the engagement. The spray, can it connect? Can he get a knock on the driver? He does so much damage, but the knock is still not going to come in.
Almost one
yeah.
more bullet would have. Look at this. He sprayed on one guy and the other one was just sitting out there on the side car and was like, nope. All right, the driver is getting shot. No worries for me. That was just one thing that happened. Wires almost with just one bullet surviving out there. I mean, if it would have been one more bullet, it would have been a bad thing. Envy Deadshot also goes down in the fight of their own. So this can be one thing. Envy Deadshot will be taken out here by FS Baba as Envy lose one of their players right now. Envy's two more players are out there. I think they can be in a bit of trouble because Envy is out in the open. Envy Epsaw needs to heal. He needs to heal. He has been spotted as well. So Envy will have to see if Envy just, goes for a comeback right now in this Rozhok area, or will Envy be surrounded from all the sides because there are three directions and from all the sides Envy's players are being shotted as Moise also goes down. It's time to throw up a smoke strike because that will be an important scenario out there. You cannot revive out in the open, but Saab as well is trying to spot the players, take them out, and 60 damage has been given out there. The vehicle will be out there for the covers as Psych would like to go up and pop up a first hit right now. Envy is almost in a bad spot right now.
Yeah, Envy is going to be in a bad situation, but they can come back from this as well. Just need to think about how to proceed in the next part of the game, as once again the circle has moved and has made the massive shift towards the northern part of the island, and most of the teams decided to cluster in the Rozhok city. So they will have to make the cross. They will have to cross from the Rozhok city on towards the northern island, which is going to be quite tricky because two options there, either the bridge or the water.
Exactly. It's like what sort of scenario do you want to choose and all those things. So we'll have to see what happens out there. And 2x Alian goes down as 570. The lone survivor of Team 5 is still taking up the fights. You can see he has knocked and finished one player. The thing is, if the opponents know that he is the lone survivor, they'll try and rush in. That's one thing that they are doing. Can this guy take up this 1v4 in his hands? It's going to be one of the questions. He has taken a 1v1. The other players are moving in. He was just rushing away. Spots one, takes him down as well. 570 is doing wonders right now. Spots another one, but he will be taken down out in this one. As Sajid was out there with just 10 HP surviving.
You know what the amazing thing was? As soon as the guy charged in on stairs, 70 went in on him, did not take a single unit of damage when he got the knock. And he did so much damage to the second guy as well. I think he should have been more patient with his actions, and he would have definitely been able to clutch that one out. But now, Aqua Hamza on our screens with the TP Bison is going to spot out the player from the side of TUF, and Terminator is going to be spotted out. He's going to be knocked out as well. Thor, he is looking to run away, but can he do that? 1 vs 3 situation. All the players know where he is as they saw him get out of the car, and he is going to be finished now.
Easy finish coming in, and Aqua is doing wonders right now by taking out the players for themselves, and Aqua Hamza will be on a domination. And look at that, PES Khan has the AWM, takes on one player from F2D, and they would be wanting to finish them. Envy Moise takes up a fight with PES Vegeta as well, and out here, look at this, FT Wasim spotted one of the players. Will they take the fight or not? That's going to be one of the things. As FT Muthus also goes down, as out here TUF Venom still surviving, still just sitting out there, still just snaking out in this area. They can be taken out by FTF or Aqua from the other side, because Aqua is just spotting players incredibly.
Okay, so Basim over there needs to stop moving. The movement can be noticed, and him and the player from side of TUF, they were in a similar situation. But look at this. This is what I was talking about. Envy was in a bad situation, but they turned it around. They get a compound for themselves and fully sort of corner the entire squad of Portal Esports. They did get a couple of knocks. They are going to look to secure those kills as well. But on the other side, FTF Rams is going to spot out the squad of Aqua just driving by. The shots were fired, and I don't think any of them actually connected. But on the other side, Psych is just going to spot out the players crossing from the river. And this is what I was talking about. You have two options. You need to choose which risk is going to be less risky. Basically, either you cross from the bridge where you're going to be visible, but if you get knocked down, there is a possibility that you survive, or you go from the water where you can't fight, you don't get knocked down, you just die instantly. And Mount is going to spot out one of the players from the side of Arcadian. Leon, he's so low, and the 2x player is actually staying in the water, giving away information as to where he was, and Leon is just gonna drown instead, choosing not to give away the kill.
Easy strategy out there, not giving away the kill. But look at this, M16 Psych with the 4x scope. Now there's going to be a bad situation. He's trying to spray or tap, not spray. He's trying to tap out in the smoke area, but he should be knowing that the players are in the river right now. FDF with the two players out there with this vehicle as their cover, still just sitting out there in that area. The circle has had a proper northern shift, so the players in the Rosedock area, they need to move in. Envy needs to move in as soon as they can. The airdrop number 4 has the AUG, has an AR extended quick draw. That's a really good thing. Aqua Hamza once again spotting out the players, and Aqua with all those 3 players surviving, they are shooting the vehicles out there, and they are still trying to take down the players. Refuse official goes down as Refuse's players will still survive. Look at this. F2D Umer, he has spotted the players out there. He knows that there is a full squad out in that area, but he has been spotted. The location has been compromised. This should not have happened out in this one, but it did. And a Molotov just comes in. It will be missing up its mark right now. Umer will be taken down by the Molotov. Obviously, the guns did the damage, and Molotov actually just finished the game.
Yeah, the Molotov is going to make sure that the player is not going to be there any longer. But look at this. Now, he's going to be in trouble as the players from the side of ROG are going to spot him out. RNG, they spot him out. And Buran, he is going to be stuck in this one shed, because as soon as he goes for the peak, as soon as he goes for the trade-offs, he is going to be taking so much damage. Another player from his team, HFD, is going to be making his way in here. So Buran, he has an AK, he has a VSS with him, a good combination for this sort of a situation. But can he convert this ammo, these guns, into kills for his team? In the meanwhile, 2x official, they will be taking an exit by the hands of Envy.
34 players alive, 12 teams remaining, ladies and gentlemen. We'll have to see what just happens out in this one. NES surviving with the player number out there. RNG surviving. VFX Oxy surviving. Aqua surviving. And look at this. Charlie goes down with the M24 shot, and Hamza will be destined to take the kill if he goes for the kill steal. Otherwise, it's all a good thing out there. Grenade comes in from one side on Aqua Hamza. His health has been dropped to a bit amount, but still not doing much more of a damage, as VFX is destined to take the players out from the equation. And the side has been taken down as NES Snow was taking up a fight, and one more player goes down as Aqua Ferry just goes in through the smoke and just charges in. Team Envy gets eliminated out there, and now Aqua knows that the fight is on one side. They know that the throwables are going to be disturbing them on and on and on. Look at this, Fatty has this level 1 helmet and level 1 vest, and Portal Esports gets eliminated as well. Big names going away. That means someone else is going to be out there to make their big name out in this one.
Yes, someone is definitely going to come in and make a name for them. But look at this. VFX Oxy, the spray actually managed to connect from that info, and Hamza. Oh, that PP Bison.
That BB Bison is doing much more of damage if needed. But look at this Aqua just moving in forward. They know that there is VFX Ox right in front of him. Fatty's moving in forward. Fatty's looking for the charge. Fatty's going to charge in, but the players will be moving in right in front of them. And now finally, you can see the shots are being thrown at him, but he is still surviving right now, still moving in from one direction to the other. The one thing is, even so far in the fights, this guy has a level 1 helmet and level 1 vest, and is still managing to take players out now. They have spotted one more players out there, and we'll have to see if they can just take the players out. One more shot, one final shot, and yes, Fandy actually takes on one of the players out in this one, and Fandy is destined to finish them. Or TF Venom can actually steal the kills if that happens, but Venom is going to move into the other direction. That's going to be something out here that just happens.
Yeah, but Venom, as he moves in the other direction, is going to be finished off by the player from the side of H2E. Oh man, that was so unfortunate, and I actually should have gone for the kill steals. That would have been much easier and would have been much safer for him. But on the other side, the reason TUF Venom was taken out, he's going to be taken down by the Brutal. So Karma is going to kick in over here. But look at this, Aqua Hamza still choosing to stick with that PP Bison of his, and it has been working out for him, as once again he is going to get another kill for himself, goes on a rampage, and that is going to mean that the man has 5 confirmed kills on him. But one of the players from the team Aqua was knocked down. Can they go in this one? How far can they go? It's just a 3-man squad, 1 knockdown, just 2 people left standing.
Let's see how far this team actually goes right now. Wasim has been spotted out there. The shot being given by Team Wolf Oxy, and they are going to be taking out one player. Wasim, the confirmation should come in anytime soon. 17 surviving, ladies and gentlemen. 18 players alive. Which team is going to be winning out in this one? Aqua. So now Aqua is getting damaged from the play zone. Obviously, the blue circle, the 6th circle out there. But they are still at the edge of the circle. Will be reaching out there in no time. Look at this. Players from Aqua go down as FTF picks up a fight. And VFX actually joins the party, stealing all the kills. 1 kill, 2 kill, 3 kills. 2 kills have been stolen, and third person. Aqua Fendi is still surviving out in this one. The guy who has actually, just done the most of the damage from Team Aqua is still going to be surviving for his team, for himself. How far can he go? That will be one of the questions.
Yeah, but he is in such a bad situation. He's been surrounded from every single direction, so he needs to be really, really careful. Plus, the team of Aqua, if you remember, they are out in the open as well. So that is going to be tricky for him to make that one work. Look at this. Just the smoke is the only thing protecting him. VFX Oxy can take him out at any given moment, but they are choosing to deal with the high priority targets first. In the meanwhile, RNG Venom is going to drop down Rage from side of VFX Oxy, and Aladdin is going to spot out the players from side of HFD as well, as Batsab took so much damage, sitting on 20% health right now. Ooh, the nade from the other side is going to make sure that he's sitting at an even lower health now, and Blade is going to jump out, go on fire. He step on him first and then shoot him in the face, as Team Aqua is going to be eliminated now.
The RNG taking up the fight, spotting out the players, and with just 1 HP out there, this player still surviving. Team Wolf, you can see, had the AUG but could not do the damage out there. 16 to be eliminated was out right in front of you guys. Now 5 teams surviving, 12 players remaining. Which team is going to be winning out this one, as a circle is out there on the other side? RNG needs to move in 100 meters, 77 meters to be precise, inside the circle right now. You can see HFD, RNG, H2E, FTF, all big names out there. H3E as well. All big names just surviving out there. North Esports, Snow was low on health, but will be taken out as Hamzo with a Scar L does a catastrophic damage. So 4 teams remaining, 10 players surviving, ladies and gentlemen. Which teams, which players are going to be out there, as one more player buys the dust, and that's going to be Venom out there. And FTF Lala also goes down as S3 failures. Scar L is doing much more of a catastrophic damage out here.
Yeah, it is doing a lot of damage, and look at this, RNG, they are stepping up big time in this one, and so is HFD. But FTF Charlie with that nade is going to make sure that Old Boy is not going to be a part of the standing, and Aladdin is going to drop FTF Lala from this game, just reducing the probability of those teams actually getting the chicken dinner for themselves. And the Molotov, it's going to do so much damage, but who needs a Molotov, as Charlie is going to be the reason that H2E are going to be taken down to the top 3 teams, and 7 people are in this game alive. FTF Charlie, the only man left standing for his team, and the other 2 teams in a 3 versus 3 situation. And open ground is what is forcing these teams to lie down, and Coronas, he has spotted out the players from the side of RNG, and Hamzo is going to be taken down by the blue zone, which is going to be quite unfortunate, because now the team is just going to be left with 2 people standing. But Charlie can change things around as he spots out Coronas. The damage was dealt out as well, but still he jumps behind the tree and manages to be safe, avoiding the last few ticks.
Now into reload as well, does not have a backpack obviously, so that means the guns amount is going to be so less, the bullets amount is going to be so less, and they have to take the fight right in front of a 3v1v1 scenario. Now they are looting from the other teams obviously, and taking all the loots, all the things that they can. Will they be removing the backpack? That's going to be one of my questions. Is FTF Charlie is sitting out there. You can see the POV of RNG and HFD's players as well. Aladdin is on one side, but Aladdin has not spotted the players of HFD right now. Aladdin is going for the sprays, going for the shots obviously, but will be spotted and will be taken out. 1v3 situation, ladies and gentlemen. RNG gets eliminated. HFD surviving, FTF surviving. The circle is in the holds of FTF, but will the chicken dinner be theirs? It's gonna be one of the questions out there. HFD wants to make the name, FTF wants to make the name in this one, and they have the exact spot of where the players are. But Saab goes down. Charlie needs to heal right now if they want to go for it, and the little kill will be confirmed. Obviously a really good scenario out here. Charlie, 40 bullets out there. 40 bullets can do the damage. Yes, they do it. 10 HP for the guy. 10 HP. The 10 HP almost shaking them down, but FTF gets eliminated out in this one.
Yeah, almost clutching it out. FTF Charlie, that was an amazing performance. The man is the only reason his team has 4 kills. Otherwise, they were sitting at 0. But Charlie, that one was amazing. 1 versus 3 situation. Kills 1,